when you're talking to me. That sounds in tune?
Sounds in tune.
I know.
You dropped your phone, Elise.
I know. I just haven't picked it up yet. Is that okay?
Come on, yeah. Hey, no shit.
I saw the best of my generation playing fucking pinball. Maked up, caked up and looking like some kind of China doll. With all of Adolf Hitler's moves down cold as they stood up in front of a rock and roll band. But always moving upwards and ever upwards to that gentle, shut up, Smooey, golden promised land. With the smartest of them all, moonlighting is a word processor, and the strongest of them all, checking IDs outside saloons. And the prettiest of them all, taking off her clothes in front of men whose eyes look like they were in some little hick town near Omaha, watching a police chief watch his car run off the side of a bridge. And I saw men with dreams like the ones I'd had, beg quarters outside the 7-Eleven, till it got so it didn't affect me any more than the mailboxes I'd pass, except for sometimes I put something in the mailbox.
Yeah.
I'd had the wind in my back. Now I felt it cold in my face, and for an awful long time now, you were the only one who used to call me late at night. And I never really noticed till after you stopped calling, and the emptiness and the silence got so heavy. Broken up in the wasteland, broken up in the promised land, up in Disneyland, broken up in our plastic land, broken up in the wasteland, broken up in the wasteland, broken up in the wasteland. Strung up on every street corner in Hollywood, looking like some kind of two-bit whore offering a discount rate. And I wondered how Joe DiMaggio felt.
Holy shit.
And I saw dead James Dean's ghost wandering the sidewalk looking troubled.
But he was dead.
And I wondered how his mama felt. And I saw signs that said headshots done for cheap, signs that said extras wanted, top dollars paid, signs for haircuts and signs for manicures and signs for tanning salons and signs for wardrobe specialists, signs for cosmetic surgery, signs for assertive restraining, and I stopped to read them all. And every single block looked like every single block, looked like every single block, looked like every single block, but you kept driving, cause everyone else kept driving, cause gridlock is evil, not knowing your way is evil. Those had money looked good but weren't too happy. Those who didn't have money didn't look too good and they weren't too happy either. In a city of 3,269,984, everyone was lonely. As everybody I knew spend their lives trying to be watched on stage or watched on film or listened to on a record, and they thought, well, maybe that way I could get a little bit of love out of this life.
I don't think so.
And I watched as the best of my generation abandon their dreams and settle for making a little money. I watched the TV, I read the paper, I listened to the radio, and I made all the fancy scenes, and I said all the right words, and I wore all the right clothes, and I knew all the names of the hip people. But I still fell out of touch, so I stopped watching TV, reading the papers, listening to the radio, and making all the fancy scenes, and saying all the right words, and wearing all the right clothes, and knowing all the names of the hip people. And I fell more out of touch than ever, but I didn't care anymore. And I felt you slipping away, and I felt myself slipping from you, and I wanted more than anything else for it to rain for one whole day like it used to. But all there ever was sun, relentless sun, hot-beating sun, and everybody wore their sunglasses and walked around like flies under a magnifying glass with their eyes removed. Broken up in a wasteland, broken up in a promised land, broken up in Disneyland, broken up in a plastic land, broken up in the wasteland, 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 broken up in the wasteland.
We got plenty of stuff over there. Thank you.
Hey! Who's got something to drink?
Right
I
here.
gotta get. What do you want?
Uncle Dave was thirsty.
Beer, what do you